Mark Martin is considered one of, if not the greatest driver to never claim a championship. His impressive career puts him 3rd all-time in top 10s, 7th all-time in top 5s, and safely in the NASCAR Hall of Fame. But a championship was not the only thing that would elude Mark Martin's near 30-year Cup career. A 2.5-mile triangle nestled in the thick woods of rural Pennsylvania proved to be one of the biggest challenges for Mark Martin, as it was him versus Pocono. A sunny Sunday afternoon at Pocono sets the tone for the 16th race of the 1991 Cup Series season. Self-made Alan Kulwicki sits on the pole with Ken Schrader to his outside. Mark Martin starts directly behind them and follows Kulwicki's fellow Ford into 1 on the start. Kulwicki leads lap 1 before Schrader takes the point, and the race gets disrupted early by a lap 3 crash between Gary Ballou and Irv Hooer. The track gets clean before another incident 3 laps after the restart slows the pace again. Another restart before yet another crash on lap 16. The race restarts on lap 20 before another 2 laps of green leading to a multi-car accident in the tunnel turn. Another cleanup, and after another 4 laps they crash again. Another cleanup and 7 laps before another crash. The persistent wrecking and 5 cautions in the first 40 laps has now put this race under threat of being affected by rain at the end. Showers were to move in the evening, but with a slow pace for a 500-mile event, the quick-moving squall line puts this race on the clock. Mark Martin runs 6th when the race restarts, and finally breaks into a 20-lap green flag run. It's ended by another caution for a stalled Gary Wright, who is pushed off track, and the race is restarted. They run 2 laps before Ernie Irvan causes one of the biggest crashes in Pocono history.
He had the left side tires down where you just don't go. Oh, and a spin! Hut Strickland. And a massive crash coming off turn number 3.
The racetrack is completely blocked. There's Dale Earnhardt backing down the racetrack.
Darrell Waltrip is involved. Dale Earnhardt, Ricky Rudd, Bobby Hillin, King Richard almost flipped, but he is among those that is running.
8 cars are out now, including the front row, and now Mark Martin has taken the lead of the race. Martin pits playing strategy and hands the lead to Dale Jarrett. Eventually the race gets back green, and after 1 lap, the car of John Paul Jr. stalls on track. The race goes green again and runs 19 laps before just past halfway Richard Petty has an accident. With 93 to go on the restart. Once again Mark Martin is leading, but rain is bearing down on the track. Any minute thunder showers could soak the mega track, and the race is coming down to a duel between Rusty, Mark, Jeff Bodine, and Ernie Irvan. The 4 swap the lead through strategy, and with roughly 40 to go, Irvan leads over Rusty. Mark is riding in 3rd, and Irvan can only go till about 30 laps to go before he runs out of gas. Meanwhile, Rusty can go about 3 to 5 laps further than Ernie, and Mark can go all the way to 19 laps to go, putting him the best on fuel mileage. Irvan pits with 31 laps to go, and Rusty assumes the lead. The skies keep getting darker, and eventually with 27 laps left, the caution comes out for rain. Rusty can only go to about 25 laps to go roughly, and has only 2 green flag laps of fuel left. They pace all the way down to 21 to go, and eventually pull the field down the pit lane. Rusty's fuel tank barely holds on, and he wins over Mark Martin in a rain-shortened event. Mark comes home 2nd for the first time at Pocono, and for the 3rd-year Roush driver, it seems like a good result. But little does Mark know how it would be foreshadowing to his future at this track. A clear day at Pocono sets the tone for the 13th race in 1992. Ken Schrader's on the pole with Morgan Shepherd to his outside, and Mark Martin lines up behind Morgan in 4th. The race starts off on a nearly 70-lap green flag run. Schrader leads early before Martin passes him and leads to his first stop of the day. The field cycles around and Martin again holds the point until caution on lap 70. Jimmy Horton spins in turn 3 and brings everybody down. Ernie Irvan gets the lead and holds it on the restart. Alan Kulwicki catches him, however, and holds the front position until the green flag cycle comes around again. At this point it is about halfway, and Alan Kulwicki is able to retain his lead until another caution comes out. The race restarts again on lap 126 with Davey Allison leading now, and through the race Mark Martin has been holding consistent, staying in the front fight all day. One more caution due to Dale Jarrett leads to a jumbled race to the finish, with Kawicki winning and Martin getting second. Mark wasn't really a factor for the win past halfway, but still proved to lead the second most laps on the day. It seems as though Mark is one of the best drivers of the Tricky Triangle right now. He just needs a win to prove it. In NASCAR's 50th anniversary season, Pocono holds the 18th race on the season. Ward Burton is on the pole with Jeff Gordon second, and Mark Martin starts sixth. The race goes green with Rusty Wallace powering to the point from third place, before Jeff Gordon would take the lead back on lap 4. Eventually Mark Martin would lead what would be his only 2 laps on the day, as regardless of what Mark or anyone did, Jeff Gordon would dominate the day and claim victory. Mark would get his third second place finish at Pocono, but this one wasn't nearly as bitter as what the other 2 were. In 2002, the first race of Pocono is led to green by Sterling Marlin and rookie Jimmy Johnson. Mark Martin is 6th, and over the span of the race, doesn't contend for much of the event. He stays top 10 until late, where he works to second over attrition and strategy, finishing there after a caution ending the event. Mark Martin takes his 4th second place finish, and has little to talk about. Dale Jarrett claimed the victory, and once again, Mark will have to wait until next time. Mark's next shot came in 2003, where he again started 6th and fought near the front all day. He got the lead a few times in the final 100 miles, but in the end, the race went to Tony Stewart, and Mark Martin finished second yet again. Whilst Mark has never dominated a race at the track, nor been a big threat for the win, he's always been looming, and somehow always comes up short one spot. 5 second place finishes now, and at age 44, time might be running out for Martin. This is Mark's last shot. One run to finally claim this elusive win at Pocono. Casey Mears wins the pole and is passed by Joe Nemechek, who leads the opening 31 laps. Eventually Jimmy Johnson finds his way to the front. It dominates most of the day. Mark Martin works from the 21st place starting spot, and by about 10 to go, he finds himself second behind the dominant car. All he has to do on the restart with 5 to go is pass Johnson, and it's all his. Mark tries desperately, but Johnson's car is too much, and the 48 charges through to win, with Mark getting second, holding off Casey Kane. 6 second place finishes now, and it seems the clock has struck midnight. It has been nearly a decade, and Mark's career has shifted greatly. Him and his 6 car have been departed for 6 years. He's nearly won another title for Rick Hendrick, and now drives part-time for Michael Waltrip in the 55 Aaron's Toyota. We come to Pocono for Mark Martin's 51st start at the track. At the age of 53 years old, he starts 6th behind pole sitter Joey Logano, who's looking to try and save his career at Joe Gibbs. The young driver has been praised heavily by Mark, giving him the nickname Sliced Bread. With the 2 in the event, the 400-mile race runs down to the last caution, and with roughly 10 laps to go, Mark rides behind Logano. Both on completely different ends of the career spectrum are going to duel for the final 8 laps. Mark has an incredible restart and leads in the turn 1. Logano stalks him, but Martin, being the cagey veteran he is, won't slip up. The only way it appears Logano is going to get Martin is by doing something almost unthinkable to the most polite driver in the sport.
It's hard enough to spend 6 weeks with you guys, especially when you're right.
But you know what? Larry had some good stuff to say about.
Oh, Mark jumped the bob a little bit. That's stuff that Mark can't
That's
do.
what he can't do. Here comes Joy.
He might have enough run on him here.
Logano to the inside for the race lead. 4 laps remaining into turn 1.
No, it's the kind of thing you can't do. I'm telling you, one little mistake on each one of these guys. Oh, he is all under Mark Martin.
He got him sideways.
Martin sideways off the corner. Here comes Joey Logano for the race lead at Pocono.
We're not done yet. I don't think Mark's going to appreciate that too much.
No.
That was it. Logano would go on to win the race, and Mark Martin would finish second for the 7th time. And sadly, there was no heroic victory in this story. Mark never did win at Pocono. The final moments of him leading at the track were of him getting moved up the track by Joey Logano in turn 1. And sadly, this whole journey for triumph quickly turned into a path to defeat.